We're back in the kitchen once again, and we got something special for you to do this weekend. Another little challenge. And of course, if you are nervous about cooking with fish, then don't be. Because Chef Clem's in the building and he's breaking it down for us and showing us just how to make a fancy but super easy papillote. I hope I said that correctly.
I'm gonna let you go with it. It's okay.
How you doing, Chef Clem?
I'm so good. I feel like I haven't been here forever.
I missed you, man. I haven't seen you
I missed you
either.
too. When else were we in the kitchen?
I don't know. Well, I know it's been long because I've been starving, brother.
No,
I've
man.
been starving.
Why are they not
Shame on you.
I'm sorry. Okay, I'm gonna sort you out. This one's really delicious because, like you said, some people are intimidated by cooking fish.
Yeah.
And I think it's because they're worried about either cooking it to the point where it's so dried you can't eat it anymore.
It becomes like rubber.
Boing.
Yeah.
Or the fact that they cook it and they're worried it's gonna just flake and break down.
Yes.
So this one...
I'm that guy. I'm coming through. Yeah. I need to listen.
This is one of the first cooking techniques they taught us in chef school, how to cook fish, because it's the easiest way to cook fish perfectly without that rubber texture, without it breaking down. Ready for this? I see you got an apron on. This is new.
This is new, yes. I thought, you know what? It's unfair that we just get to watch you guys. I want to get involved. I want to learn. And I want to do the thing. So let's do this.
We're going to make a compound butter.
A compound butter?
It sounds so, like, hectic. Yeah. Wow, like anything compound. Compound interest, compound da-da-da-da. Nah.
I don't actually like compound things now.
I don't like compound things. No. So we're changing the name because it's not... I just call it a flavored butter. That's all it is.
Okay.
So I've got some salted butter that we just left out to kind of like soften slightly. Then I've got some garlic, chili flakes, and parsley. We're gonna
Is this going in the butter?
That's going into the butter.
Wow, okay.
So this is really great, and especially because we're talking about braai season happening. While you're braaiing, whenever you're braaiing, it's good to have like flavored butter in the fridge, right? That goes on your garlic bread or normal bread that turns into garlic bread by just adding that. When your chops or your steaks come off the fire, a slice of this butter on the top. Look at that, look how amazing that looks. Just melting over the steak or the chops. It adds instant flavor.
Say no more. So am I getting involved?
This is your baby.
And assuming just
yeah, just work it in there.
All right.
Work it in there. And I like this one because this is how you get the whole family involved. There's no like hectic knives or anything, nothing hot in there besides the chili. So the kids can work on that one. Kids can do that.
Whenever I steal food from Espresso afterwards and I put it in my parakataki, if there's any inkling of spice whatsoever, I know you had something to do with it. Man. Always coming through with the flames, man.
Spice is amazing because especially if we've like almost all of us in the Espresso studio, except Uncle Tabzi, have been on a healthy eating plan, right?
Yeah.
Shame, I'm like calling Tabzi out right now. But what the first thing people say is like, oh my goodness, the food tastes bland as soon as you start eating healthy. Spices, there's no calories in spices. There's just good, like actually sometimes there's nutrients in that's good for your body.
Yeah.
It's got some like benefits to it. So spices are the first thing I add quite a bit of to food when starting to eat like healthier.
You've actually taught me, Clem, that I was someone that just thought spice just killed everything. I couldn't even get flavor out of it. But you've shown me how you can complement that strength with some good flavor. And that's what I appreciate in you, my man. And that's why I'm so grateful that you're back.
Thank you, thank you. We're breaking all like perceptions of food today with the fish and with the spices. People always think that when you add spice to food, it becomes spicy. But there's a difference between spicy and spiced. Sometimes spice just adds extra aroma to it, extra flavor to it, and just complements a dish. Don't stress about it.
Don't be so spicy, just be spiced.
There we go.
Cool.
Ryle.
Got you.
Ryle, wow, coming through with the vocals as well.
That's right, yeah, man.
Guys,
got that celebration mood.
This Tuesday, Kat will not be singing. It'll be Ryle's.
Coming soon to your
I love
house.
it.
This Tuesday tunes.
So let's talk about how we make this fish on papillote, right?
Yes.
On papillote is basically just a fancy name for in a pouch. So you can do this with pastry, cook the fish inside pastry, or you can do it with baking paper. Never wax paper. Baking paper.
What happens if I use wax?
Wax is wax lined first of all. So that wax lining is going to come off waxy fish.
No, that's not cool. And your waxy fish.
Yeah, no. And the paper's quite delicate, so it's going to end up breaking. Everything's going to just fall everywhere. Baking paper is what you use. All I do is take a large rectangle, fold the sides in, and then once you do that, you create this little pocket. And that's where you're going to add everything. So what happens
in the bag.
It's amazing. So once you start cooking everything, the steam gets released there from the butter, from the fish, the veggies. Everything cooks and steams inside its own beautiful seasoned juices. That's exactly what you want. It's trapped in there. It's not going to go anywhere, so you can have beautiful, tender, succulent fish.
Say no more. Of course, guys, head over to expressoshop.com, which is right on your screens right now. If you're wanting some of this recipe inspiration, we're teaching you how to not screw up making a fish.
No, absolutely.
Providing you with all the essentials and making it foolproof, so to speak. And we are about to get the hake in the bag.
There we go.
Right now.
So I've aligned it with a little bit of veggies. I'm going for mange too. I'm going for sugar snap peas and for some tender stem broccoli.
All right.
But the fish is the most important thing.
Yes.
And talking about important, there's two words you must remember when you are purchasing fish, right? Traceability and sustainability. Sustainability we know because we've been hearing about it,
Yes.
right? That's ensuring that we're fishing the correct type of fish to ensure that we're not endangering any species of fish.
And not
we know about this
depleting the
one.
ocean, so there's no longer an opportunity to get fish in the future.
Because that saying about there's plenty of fish in the sea, not really. We have to look after what's happening.
That saying's quite old. It's quite outdated.
It's so outdated.
That's an old school saying.
It's so outdated.
No one says it anymore.
No, no. So on traceability, this is the one that's new, that's very, very important as well. Woolies is able to track the seafood that they have on shelf from the ocean or from the farm to your plate.
Oh,
and
wow.
that's taking accountability. That's saying we are committed to sustainability and we know where our seafood's coming from. And that's huge. That's huge.
Big. So there is like such an incredible, I think, a moment of transparency, which is not always the case when it comes to where does my food actually come from? And I think it's so empowering to know that and to know what essentially at the end of the day your money is doing. Are you supporting something that is actually potentially negative, or is it something that is actually promoting a positive future? So I actually love that. And I see you getting it in the bag.
It's in the bag.
It's in the bag.
And then talking about supporting, it's really great because, I mean, that's the relationship that Woolies have with the people that are going out there in the mornings fishing, whether it's storming outside. The guys are there. I mean, they're doing their thing. And it's just that relationship that Woolies builds with the people that are able to, like, produce this amazing seafood for us. Okay, next thing. Yes, I can talk a lot, eh? Okay. Baileys go in because Baileys go everything for me. All bay, all day.
All
that's
bay, all day.
That's the guy, right? He goes in there. So while everything's steaming, that bay's going to steam as well. And then you can get some beautiful flavors coming through. I love cooking with seafood because it doesn't take a lot of time. This goes in the oven 15 minutes, and you'll smell it, and you'll know magic's happening.
Ooh,
okay, so make sure it's all sealed up perfectly. Then, when it comes out, I keep it closed, and I'll put it on the table, gather the family, and then I open it, so the beautiful steam comes out. You know, you can smell that garlic, the chili, the seafood, everything else is going on, and then I love that. This is Friday night dinner. Done so easily. I serve this with a big salad and everybody's happy.
Everybody's happy. I know you will make me happy, completely happy, because it's healthy too. It's got your protein, it's got your greens, it's got everything that you need for a healthy meal, and it's the perfect time for you to try it out this weekend, of course. And the name is Papillote.
Papillote. But you know what? It's Friday, it's lockdown, it's 2020. You call it what you want.
As long as you enjoy it, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm tucking in.
Go for it.